There are those who keep saying this regurgitated, it's meaningless at this point because, first of all, they don't necessarily engage with what they consider to be a culture war issue. They just toss the term out there and leave you to try to figure out what it is. And generally, I think they do that because even the ones who claim to be ones who could actually be talked into caring about whatever it is someone has labeled a culture war aren't ready to stand up to the men who keep voting against others having their culture and having even a whisper of equal treatment under the law. To the point that they voted for someone who promised that they would do this, and by God, he has installed a Supreme Court that would do away with all of that stuff, all those pesky things from the 10th Amendment down. And as a matter of fact, they've carved up quite a bit of the first one, fourth one, fifth one, eighth one, definitely 14th and 15th one. So, and because that is their culture, they live for it. Why do you think there has been the past decade of Trump tattoos, Trump car wraps, Trump t-shirts, Trump hats, Trump flags? Billions of dollars spent on that bullshit. Trump phones that they are never going to get. Some of them who were fool enough to put in deposits on one. And I'm guessing some who were fool enough to pay for it outright. $600 or whatever it was. They're never going to see that shit. $60 million minimum right there to his pocket. With just that one stunt, that one scam, that one grift. It's why they cheer when RFKJ says the most horrific, egregious eugenicist shit that he spews. That is their culture. That is who they want to see suffer, who they take glee in seeing harmed. It's why they chase after men like Tucker Carlson, like Charlie Kirk, like Nick Fuentes, like Nick Shirley, probably some other Nick that I'm forgetting about, amongst others. That is their culture war because, oh, they're gonna spread the word and help get the good Christian word out about preserving the white, whatever. That is their culture war. And seeing as how they're the ones who overwhelmingly vote for that in numbers, population-wise, that demographic, I think these men who are telling everyone else, these white men who are telling everyone else that they need to stop it with their culture war, which is essentially everyone but white men trying to seek a whisper of equal treatment before the law and the right to exist in a society without worrying about should they be armed to walk to the mailbox because you just don't know. Or should they be armed to attend services at their church that isn't an evangelical church, at their synagogue with their imam? This claim that they are impervious to culture wars is bullshit. Why were they sitting there with maxi pads on their ears, staring lovingly at the stage a week after someone's ear was supposedly almost taken off? Whatever. That is their culture. But these white men who keep saying that, who keep telling everyone else about why their culture should take a back seat, and it doesn't matter, because these people over here impervious to it, need to start addressing those people whose culture this is. Because when we try to do it as women, especially women who are not white, they hurt us. They assault us, they stalk us. They often, way too often, take our lives for it, for existing in a space, for speaking. And it's not just in random public. It's amongst some of the largest, oldest platforms in the nation. Washington Post, for example. Fox News, for example. Absolutely obsessed. Oh my God, AOC burped today. We gotta criticize it. And by God, there they go, off to the races. Piece after piece, segment after segment, article after article. Oh, well, she's doing this. She wants to take all the billionaires away. She wants to do this. That's not going to happen. They are terrified of that one Latina woman speaking up to the reality that this culture that they love so much has harmed not only disproportionately everyone but white men, but also the majority of white men who aren't quite ready to admit it yet, because their culture is preserving the hatred first. So spare me with the claims that you can't win with culture wars when that is the, unfortunately, one damage that we are living in right now because of those who didn't consider enough that it mattered to stand up for others with what is important to their culture of just simply surviving. Spare me with all that bullshit.